Welcome back to, I almost said welcome back to Power Hour, everybody. This is not the Game Grumps. This is NES Block with Mad Mega and a bunch of other nerds having a good time. I'm one of those nerds. I'm Seirea. I'm back, and I'm here with something a bit different this time. I'm going to give you at least one of these Power Half Hours of Baseball Simulator 1.000 World Record Attempts sessions, where I'm just trying to win an exhibition game as fast as possible. Brian Williams, 86, I believe, is the numbers in his name. He made a new route for this, which and he immediately got an incredible luck with it on his like proof of concept session. And so the world record for this is obscene. I am 1 frame away of tying the second. I'm 8 frames away from the actual world record itself. So I'm going to see if I can do something about that here at GDQ with NES Block. So I'm going to be doing my own timings on my phone, and he's just going to let the timer run, and once we get to a half hour, then I'm going to get out of the chair and get out of the way for somebody else, but I might come back with at least one more Power Half Hour before this is all said and done. So I'm going to use this team, the Heroes. They have a smiling boy, so you know they're good. And I'm going against the LA team. So there are different teams that you could feasibly go against to get to the bottom of the inning quickly. You could go against New York. You could go against Montreal. NESCAR went against Boston. That's fine. Pittsburgh tends to work out. Shoutouts to Pittsburgh. It seems that LA might have the best yield for getting the luck you need in the bottom of the inning, which is basically 3 lottery tickets in a row that you have to win. And getting there is obscenely difficult because this game is one of the biggest slot machines that I've ever seen, and which makes it a great Seirea game, apparently. So I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, start! Let's go. The first Power Half Hour, it'd be funny if I got world record first attempt, but that is not happening. So this is baseball. This guy runs faster than 5 cheetahs put together into horsepower, and that's how we get on base the first time. This second guy, not quite as fast, and so we need a perfect bunt to get him on base. That is a good... Oh, wait, so to reset... Is there a fast way to reset on this?
Oh, yeah, just, here, hit start.
All right, right.
Just hit reset.
Excellent, okay, thank you. I should have known. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a lot of that, so... There are a billion massive reset points in this category when you're going for world record attempts. And the very second at-bat is one of them. We have to get that second guy on base, no matter what, or else it's a reset. Because we need to set up a scoring loop as soon as possible. We need to get 10... Well, that run didn't last 1 pitch, and that happens too. All right. Sure. Okay. I for one, accept my Mad Mega Overlord and anything that he does.
Good capture. If you do get a good run.
Yes, thank you.
Good capture. I don't want you to say it was perfect.
Now we're playing with garbage. So yeah, this guy is way slower. We have to try to get him on first base at all costs. That's another troll pitch. So even getting a chance to get to the second pitch can take a while sometimes. And every single at-bat, pretty much, has its own things that can make you have to reset the run. And we'll get there, I'm sure. We're going to find, even in the Power Half Hours, we're going to find just about every way to reset, because that's what this is. And I have to do everything perfectly. And we need the pitcher to also deliver it. That was a quick delivery from the pitcher. We need that to happen every single pitch to have any chance. We are on. All right. So we could also get troll pitches right here. Like, this guy could throw the ball way off the plate here, and there's nothing I can do. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Now I'm going to juke him to throw home. See, I was using the super fast guy to run to home plate and make the pitcher feel like he had to throw home there. That allows me to set up a scoring loop here. So I can just keep doing that. He's throwing home, and now that lets me get guys on first base. So I can do this for a very long time. As long as the pitcher doesn't screw everything up. Throw the hecking ball. Thank you very much. All right, and I can just barely hear the game here, so I can maybe get my lyrics in. So now we're going to use a superpower here, which is going to make the ball stick in the ground. Hopefully he hits it past the catcher. He just barely did. If he had not hit it past the catcher there, the catcher would have picked it up, and it would have been an automatic out. Now, Kent bunt. This is another massive reset point because the guy running home from third is slow. The pitcher waited a moment there, and so we barely got in. Now I'm gonna skip here. Our pitcher was about to hit there, and he's exceedingly slow. Like, I cannot describe to you how slow he is. Oh my goodness. That was close. That would have been a very rare out there. That would have been a very rare way to reset the run. We have made it back to the top of the order here. The pace is outside chance at world record. Let's try to get Jed out at first base here. Now we need the game to perfectly cooperate to get this guy out at first and not throw home. Perfect. That's really good. Okay, now we need to get the guy home from third. This is a tough reset point here. I have to try to hit a barn burner. That should work. Yes. All right. And now we have to get a perfect double play here. We are one at bat away, hopefully, from the bottom of the inning. And he threw a troll pitch. So our guy reached first, and it's over. But I will try to finish this run, just to show you the bottom of the inning. That's what the double play looks like. Unfortunately, we did it with an extra at-bat in. So world record is now completely dead by a lot. And now we have to try to get 3 perfect outs. That's exactly what we need. So if we get 3 perfect outs here, I'll be a little upset. Because these are 3 lottery tickets. That's 2 perfect outs. Okay, 1 more lottery ticket, and that's a big hit, but we could, no. Those ones are tough to read. So thankfully we didn't get the 3 perfect outs there. That would have been awkward, but I can try to finish a run in about 3 minutes here.
On pace. That didn't happen. That's a pitch.
Well, that has happened to me about a dozen times. I've been on PB or world record pace to the last out of the entire game many times, and that has happened. That is that run. That is a 3-minute and 12-second run. Thank you very much. So I am trying to get a PB of 2 minutes and 37 seconds or faster. I forget the exact timing of Brian Williams' run. It's 237.8 or 7 something. It's 8 frames faster than a 238 flat, which is what I have. I got a 238 flat. And on SRC, we are not timing to milliseconds on that board yet. So I literally missed tying the world record by 1 frame, which I have done several times. Anyway, let's go again. We have finished the run. We have mostly shown you what this madness entails. Unfortunately, we did not get the luck with the double play on what should have been the final at-bat. Let's try and get better luck this time. Or next time things actually go correctly. But that was a good run. The fact that we got to the final at-bat at the top of the inning this soon is immensely lucky. But let's keep going. And that was just barely on world record pace. If we had gotten 3 really quick outs in the bottom of the inning, that might have just barely been a 237. That'll get Jed on first. Slowly, because the pitcher waited until he was already on the bag to throw, and so that's a slow start. We have to be obscenely picky with all of this when I'm just sitting at home doing world record attempts, because Brian Williams' run is so good. He got so many fast deliveries from the pitcher. Bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. Oh gosh! Nice. All right. Pretty good. Throw the hecking ball. Thank you very much. That was kind of slow. What's your hecking deal? Now we're back to Denny, so we activate the sticky power-up. Please hit it past the catcher. Thank you. So we're going to juke him home here. And now, can Kent bunt? We need you, Kent. This is a pretty good pace. The pitcher's shaking his head. He doesn't think so. And Kent bunt. Unfortunate. The pitcher was correct. He could feel that Kent bunt. So that was a good pace, but that's another major reset point, is when we get to Kent there, because he has to hit a perfect bunt to get that guy home from third.
Major reset point.
Major. Reporting for duty. Kent, major reset. Oh, Kent is a man of many names and accolades. So we're back here now. You can go like 15 minutes without getting Jed onto first base. We've gotten him onto first base 3 times in a row. Very nice. And then I got a troll pitch. I could have hit that one, but it's baseball, which means pitches are very tough to react to because baseball is hard, it turns out.
That's not fully.
Yeah, like I technically hit that with the grip of my bat, but it went straight through it, which, okay. It is smaller than the actual barrel of the bat, so that was unreachable right there. There was nothing I could do about that one, and that can happen a lot. I've lost so many perfect paces to just the game deciding that it doesn't want me to hit the ball. I call those troll pitches. There are two different types of what I call troll pitches. Those ones where it's just completely unreachable no matter what you do, and also ones where you can barely reach it, but the way the pitch was thrown makes it so that even though you hit it, it goes foul, and so you waste an at-bat you waste a pitch anyway. Jed is doing really well right now. He's doing great bunts. Yeah.
You get a throw to him.
Yep. Yeah. That's a nice fast start. The third at-bat usually gets a pretty fast delivery from the pitcher. That was a bit of a slower one. And so it's more of an average pace now. But as long as that's caught by the, yeah. That also happens quite a bit because the unfortunate thing about going against the LA team is that their catcher has good fielding stats. And so he has pretty good reach whenever balls are bunted next to him like that for him to either pick them up or catch them if they're airborne. That's the nice thing about going against the Montreal team is that their catcher has horrible fielding, and so you can get away with bunts like that way more often. But and that's the team that I went against in my PB in the 238 flat. But I'm doing what Brian Williams did because Brian Williams is the god. Nice troll pitch that was unreachable. And we are already almost 10 minutes into this power half hour.
Half hour is flying by.
This game just melts my life. Whenever I sit down to grind this game and I'm in the mood for it, it's just 3 hours. I sit down and 3 hours are gone. I don't know why. That's a very late throw. That's unfortunate. And that's gonna look like he's gonna get on base. No, actually no. Never mind. That one. There's a bunt where he hits it right at the pitcher where it looks like he's totally gonna make it, but he still just barely gets thrown out. By like
running Boyd to third there help at all?
You can, but it wastes time. Yeah, because you have to set that up. Running him to third doesn't matter. You can only juke them by running them to home base. So the way I could set that up is in this at bat if I ran him to second there, and then he's fast enough that he can juke home by the time the pitcher gets the ball most of the time. But with current, like trying to get world record, that's too slow. If you're trying to just set up and get a PB and you're not going for world record, that's a great way to set up runs.
But as few throws top.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes all he wants to do is just run straight to the first baseman and give him a big fat smooch. And I'm not judging. Honestly, I'm here for it. Yes, yeah, and that's one of the most fun things about just watching this game. That was a troll pitch. Yes, that's a troll pitch. See, I was able to hit it, but it was impossible to keep it fair. So that's still a troll pitch. So so far we're giving you a really good idea of what this grind is like. Only 10 minutes in. So people in my stream seem to really enjoy this. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it, and I'm very glad for it because I actually am quite passionate about this. I really like this. I was not expecting that to happen when I just kind of picked this up on a whim to see if I could get a time on the leaderboard last year. That's one where it looked like he was going to make it.
Challenge that call.
Yes.
Wait, that costs time.
that would cost the most time.
5 minutes later.
And they don't even like overturn the call. Not enough evidence. Very, very low resolution. We could not see. That was actually a troll pitch that I was able to get to because he threw it to a lefty. That's not gonna work. Wait, run, Jed, run. That did work. Okay. This might end up being a dead run here, though, because this might be the maximum delay. It was a very bad delay, but it was not the maximum delay. So, unfortunately, this is very slow now, but we'll see what happens from here on. I need really fast. So you see the pitcher is sweating and panting right now. Although it is incredibly hilarious to just say that he's absolutely exhausted after throwing 3 pitches. He's actually just nervous. So
I would be too.
yes, because the bases, he's in a pinch situation. That's what they call it. Even though pinching means something different in baseball than this, he's nervous because the bases are loaded, and so his pitches are way worse. Except that was a troll pitch. You see, his pitches are way slower, even his fastballs, whenever he's nervous, which is nice for being able to react to them. But this is a speed run, and so whenever the ball takes longer to get to you, you're losing time. So I generally don't like to see the pitcher nervous. I prefer to go against him whenever he is throwing heat. Also, it seems like he kind of takes longer in between pitches generally whenever he's nervous, and he tends to throw more troll pitches when he's nervous. I'm not entirely sure if that is all super accurate. That is a weird situation right there. When you do enough attempts of this nonsense, you start to see repeating patterns, repeating situations, repeating slots of outcomes. And I try, in the first 3 at-bats, I try to see if I can notice some of those and act accordingly, because you can kind of a little bit control how the bunts turn out. Just a little bit. Like, you see me moving around in the box. When I'm initially moving around in the box to try to get people to steal, because that's the way that you trigger people to steal bases, is by using the D-pad while the pitcher is winding up. And then you'll see I'm moving in the box after that. Often I'm moving backward, especially on certain at-bats where I'm trying to get people on first or home from third. I'm trying to move backwards in the box while I hit the ball, because that initiates weaker contact, which gives me a higher chance for the pitcher to have to run really far before he can get to the ball, which hopefully gives me a higher chance to get those people on. Nice job, pitcher. Yeah, you got there eventually, buddy. I'm really proud of you. The pitcher just does whatever he pleases. That's a really... Okay, I'm moving so far back now that I'm actually causing situations I've never seen before. That's interesting. I am discovering new things. We are halfway through this first Power Half Hour. Thank you for joining me so far. But this is what can happen. Like, we got really, really, really lucky in like the 3rd run of the session, and we got all the way to the final, what should have been the final at-bat at the top of the inning, on world record pace. And now we are trying to get past Jed again. Yeah, like, we got to Kent one more time again, and Kent bunt, so it didn't work. But this is teaching me so much patience. It's honestly, I have changed a lot chemically, honestly, in the last year, which is a weird way to put it. But I just react differently to things. I don't take things as personally as I used to. And this doing this grind has been a nice reminder that is actually true. And I plan to actually, this year in 2026, do a big world record push, or start a world record push for River City Ransom, which is one of the freaking cruelest games to try to grind. It just breaks people one by one who try to grind it, even if they're not going for world record. And doing things like this, I feel like, is really good practice. And I had a really, really good world record pace on New Year's Eve, 2025. To the final out, just like CJ said, I was like a second and a half ahead of Brian Williams into the final out, and the game did not cooperate. So, like, and it didn't bother me that much. Like, of course, it would have been amazing if I got the world record like I'm trying to do, but it didn't bother me like it would have used to. We are to Denny again. Please hit it past the catcher. Just barely. All right, we'll take it. All right, here we go again. Kent, we need you. Can Kent bunt? Come on, buddy. And pitcher, please throw the ball. Yes, he can. Okay. Skip. We need a pinch hitter who runs a bit faster. That is a horrendous... Okay, that's 2 really bad pitches in a row. Really bad delays. And so world record is probably dead now. That's all it takes. We are back to the top of the order, though. I'll try to see if I can finish a faster run. Yeah, the pitcher is just not interested in throwing the ball anymore. The world record is absolutely dead. And, okay, we just barely got there. We need to try to get Jed out at first here. Whoa. Okay, so at least he's going to throw to first. That's really slow, but I can at least get Jed to try to steal after the ball gets there, so I can force the out. What in God's name? That's not when we wanted the double play. So I actually kicked the ball there, but it was such a bad bunt that it looked like it went straight through his bat. That was great. That can happen. I've seen. Yeah. Which is not unrealistic, but it's not what we want. We are not trying to play the most realistic game of baseball here. I don't know if you I don't know if you've noticed by now, but this is
Time hit the ball straight to the ground and it sticks there.
I've been saying that this would be honestly kind of a fun banana ball concept if they played a game where it's forbidden to do anything but bunt. They're forbidden from bunting in the rules of banana ball, but it would be interesting to see a game of baseball where you can't do anything but bunt. So for anybody wondering, by the way, if it would be faster to try to hit a grand slam after you get 6 runs in and the bases are still loaded, that used to be the route. That's actually what Brian Williams changed the route from. I got the world record in this game with the grand slam route, and I held it for a week before I was playing Super Baseball Simulator 1.000, and Brian Williams was watching, and he just sort of idly thought about what if we tried just bunting the whole way. And so he tried it with this game, and that night he beat me by like 8 seconds with a freaking near perfect run of his proof of concept. All right, this is pretty slow, but let's keep going. I tried to hit B there, but he did not. So, well, the thing is, because I did not activate the power, I had to try to move backward in the box to initiate weaker contact without the power's help, and so I might have cost myself the run by failing to initiate the power there. But even if you don't move backward in the box, like the reason why I say, Denny, please hit it past the catcher, is because he is prone to hit it straight into the catcher's mitt and then immediately cause an out and then ruin everything. Yeah, I can tell which ones are not going to work at all by this point. A little bit more than 10 minutes left in this first half hour. We've gotten 1 run past Kent and 2 other runs. We've gotten 2 runs past Kent. Never mind. Not bad for a half hour, or for 20 minutes so far. Yeah, the first one was completed. I was sad because we had to put an extra at-bat in there. 2 extra at-bats, actually, if we include the bottom of the inning. That is an incredible charge by the pitcher. We did just get on, though. Oh, that was a troll pitch. Okay, thankfully we're okay. I maybe could have let him throw to first there. That was just a really trolly movement from the pitcher. I didn't know what to do. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. Oh gosh. Okay. But yeah, these few at-bats in here are usually pretty consistent, thankfully. Or else this would be freaking impossible. Throw the hecking ball. Throw the hecking ball. That was kind of slow. What's your hecking deal? Alright, here we are, back to Denny. I will actually press the button this time. Oh, that's the longest possible delivery. I'll continue this run. So you see, whenever they move like that and then move again, it guarantees that after they move the second time, that it's going to be the longest possible delay. So road record...
How long was that delay?
It is I don't know exactly how long it is, but all I know is it's the longest possible. And so now we're going to make it past Kent. So I'm actually going to let the pitcher bunt here, just because. I was trying to let the pitcher throw the ball faster as a result, and he didn't do it. And you see how slow the pitcher runs? So the time that we save by skipping the menuing, by doing pitch hitting and stuff, and pinching, is kind of lost back by how much longer it takes for the pitcher to run to the bases.
Next plate appearance.
Yep. And we're trying to get Jet out at first here. Nice, that's really good. Unfortunately, the run is still too slow, and now it really messes up this at-bat, because now the pitcher is trying to run home from third base, so you have to hit an absolutely godlike bunt, like we just did. And now we have to try to hit into that perfect double play here. Let's see if I can show it off this time. That should do it. Now we got to turn back here, and he's going to dive in, boom, boom, and the runner scores. All right, we are about 5 seconds behind reasonable world record pace, but we didn't have to wait for the menuing that time. So we are not on we can still get a good run here. Now we can't. That is a big bomb on a boomy. No, it's not. Unfortunately, the thing about this game is when you try to catch balls at the wall, you can't, because it just automatically... That's time, by the way, 2:47. So nice double play. If you try to catch balls at the wall, it just automatically always detects that the ball hits the wall before it hits your glove, so you can't catch balls at the wall, which is a shame. But at least we got the double play anyway. 247 is a nice run. So pretty successful power half hour here. We still got some time left. Let's keep going. Hope everybody's enjoying NES Blocks so far. As always, I'm having a great time playing games and watching everybody else show off their stuff. Hero! Yeah, the nice thing about playing as the heroes and going against Los Angeles is that whenever you see the scoreboard, the game is saying hello to you.
Hello.
So the only time when it's okay for the catcher to pick up the ball as soon as you bunt it is when Boyd is running from first. So that the catcher wants to throw Boyd out, but that's impossible because Boyd's legs are made of these.
Made of...
A pitcher is nervous. Oh gosh. Pitcher is nervous. The bases are loaded. A big fat tacos. Oh gosh. All right, nice fast delivery there. And it was not a troll pitch. Pitcher is very confused. Pitcher is very confused. So that adds lag when he throws to first. So we just lost a lot of time there because the pitcher is a freaking idiot. This is quite slow. We'll keep going though. Denny, please hit it past the catcher. See? I didn't move back that time, and he's still very prone to do that. Frickin' Denny, you have one job. Your only job is just hit it past the catcher. The catcher is the laziest catcher. Like, the Culture Brain baseball games catchers, I have seen an instance where the catcher is the opposite of how they usually are, which is the laziest baseball player of all time who refuses to move a single inch. I've seen a catcher in the Super Baseball Simulator, or one of the other Super Nintendo ones, run from home plate to second base by himself with the ball for literally no reason. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. But otherwise, he just never moves, except for when he's trying to tag you out if you're running home from third. So that's fine. Like, it's a little bit slower because we're going to get the lag from it throwing to first, but at least we're on. Not a great delivery there. Bobby! Bases are loaded.
It's got me about
Bases are loaded.
It has 5 characters in the game, but it's never used one. I run it.
Yes, it's amazing.
Obi, but it has room. Pick up shit.
Yeah, no! Oh! So that was a terrible, terrible, terrible situation. Because if I tried to juke him home there, I probably would have gotten tagged out. Denny, did you do it again? Of course you did. Okay, at least that run was already messed up. Okay, so Denny failed to hit it past the... Denny failed his one job twice in a row. You love
Never buying your Grand Slam pancakes again.
But yeah, the run was already messed up by that incredibly terrible throw to first base from home plate that happened the at-bat prior. Yeah, that's another late throw. So again, like, so much of going fast in this run relies entirely on what the pitcher of the other team decides to do. If he just decides to cooperate, if he throws the ball quickly, like here, and the routes that he takes to try to pick up the ball. Like, that's fine, because I didn't have to juke at all. Bobby! Bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. Oh gosh! Alright, that's fine. This is a very slow pace, though. Throw the hecking ball! That was really fast! Do that every time! Pretty hecking, please. That got us a little bit back on pace. All right, your turn, Denny. Are you gonna hit it into the catcher's mitt 3 runs in a row? No, okay. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. Okay, that was... I didn't know what to do there. Can kick bunt. I almost completely choked that. No, he can't, but the pitcher, it's a race! Oh, okay. I am going to skip the skip here because we're on a bad pace. And the pitcher still didn't throw very fast there. Alright, so now, when Barn is up next, he's going to have to hit an absolutely perfect bunt again. Here's Boyd. We're back to the top of the order again. Alright, let's see if the game lets us get Jet out at first. That is a bad positioning. I don't like that. Yep, so the pitcher is going to take a weird route. That's a good charge, though. That's what we needed. Alright, now we have to hit the perfect barn burner. And that should work. Yes. Good job, Barn. Holy moly. Alright, now let's see if the game lets us get the double play. That should be good. Boom! Please, please, thank you. Alright, we're still about 4 seconds too slow here, but let's see what happens. I'm not going to have to wait for the menuing. So boom, let's go. Yeah, so that's, like, they don't even give you a chance to get a play on the ball most of the time. Yeah, so obviously this is incredibly... You have to have any chance, you have to get 3... Oh my... Amazing grace! Never mind, okay. This is still not the best start, though.
Play, here it comes.
With Skip, the guy with, like, 0.08 ERA.
I can't believe you didn't go for the triple play.
I don't know how to get a triple play in this game.
Throw to third.
Yeah, I shouldn't have dove there. Alright, we'll try to get one more run in before this power hour is over. That was so not fair. Alright, last attempt for now. Here we go. Still, we got 2 finished runs, and one of them was a 2-4X. Can't complain too much about this power half hour. Here we go. Will this run get past the first pitch? Alright. But the big question is, will it get past Jed? That's really difficult. Here we go. Can you do it? Oh, nice fast delivery, but doesn't matter? Yes! Alright. Here we go. Thank you, Boyd, for making that interaction work. Will we get past the third at-bat? I don't like that position. Alright. Nice charge by the pitcher there. Pitcher's nervous. That's what I didn't want to see. And it was a bad delay. Pitcher is nervous. The bases are loaded. The big fat tacos. Oh gosh. Like, again, it seems like the pitcher is more likely to throw troll pitches when he's like this. He's just he's just a mess. Throw the hecking ball. Thank you very much. Alright, not the worst pace. Denny, please hit it past the catcher. You are our last hope. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, here we go, Kent. Last chance, Kent. Can Kent bunt? Nice delivery. Uh-oh. Okay, the pitcher hesitated, so we're good. It was not a great bunt. Alright, let's skip. Alright. Terrible delay. See what we can do here. Back to the top of the order. We need really fast deliveries from here on out. And now let's see if the game lets us get Jet out at first. It's been kind. Oh, this might be a troll pitch off the plate. Is this unreachable? Yep. That is how this power half hour ends. That is Baseball Simulator speedrunning. That was a decent attempt. Good first power half hour. I will definitely be back, well, hopefully, with another one of these, at least, before NES Block is over for this year. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest.